Okay, is this recording right now? Yes, it is recording. So. Okay, so. Hey guys, we're back with another episode of Tacoimposters for February. Nope, that's wrong completely. Wednesday, April 20th. So yesterday, it decides, which is the 19th, right? Decides to snow. To snow as hard as it possible. Just snow. Actually, not as hard as possible, but to snow. And I was like, oh, you suck. Like, why? But that's April for you in Quebec. In Quebec, April decides, we're gonna snow. I'll check how high I want this to be. Higher than that even. Let's check. Oh yeah, that's good. Right? Let me check. That's fine enough. So yeah, I'm like, oh my gosh. Why snow? I was supposed to go to the Montreal Botanical Gardens yesterday, or Monday, or today, but I didn't end up going because of the weather. So it's annoying, but you know. Anyway, why did I do that? I don't know. I just emptied it. I didn't even empty the bird bath. I just kind of took some water out. Anyway. So yeah, so it's just annoying because that's the thing. This is how the year goes in Quebec. There are about 7 seasons. There are, or almost 10 seasons. There's winter, then there's spring, then there's second winter, then there's actual spring, summer, construction season, hockey season, fall, and then winter. That's what it does. And right now it's kind of actually pretty dang cold. That's why I have to put a coat on. Oh, I hate this time of the year. Although, when it's nice, it's nice. Like, it decides it's going to be, like, nice out. Not too hot, not too cold. It's a good weather to go do something. Go outside, go be outside. Unlike, oh wow, there's a lot of water in that. Unlike, a month ago, freezing. A month from now, or actually 2 months from now, in about June, can be boiling hot. You wait a month after that, and it's the most disgusting temperature in the world. Last summer was like 40 degrees, 42 degrees or something. I believe in the west side of Canada, so Alberta and British Columbia, was like 45 degrees. This is Celsius, so all you Fahrenheit people are going to go, what are you talking about? That's freaking cold. No, it's hot. It's Celsius, not Fahrenheit, so it's boiling hot. It's like record in Canada or something. It's crazy. Anyway, so yeah. What was I saying? Yeah, so that's kind of disgustingly hot. In July, it can be. Then August gets to this weird, like, mucky kind of weather, and then from that day forth till the end of the year, it's like all bipolar. Is it going to be hot? Is it going to be cold? Is it going to be like wet and rainy? Is it going to be snow? Is there going to not be snow? What is going on? I do not know. And why am I doing this with my hands? I have no clue. But anyway, yeah. But anyway, I mean, look, that's weather for you. It's kind of disgusting. It's weird. It's bad. There's no like summer, winter, spring, fall, winter, spring, summer, fall, winter. It's like all bipolar. Like, oh, do I want to be hot? Like right now, that sun is blaring on me and it's boiling hot. Wait 5 seconds. As we speak, there will be, as I'm talking in this sentence right now, there will be and I'm looking straight at the sun because it's way too bright, but there will be a breeze that is disgustingly cold. Oh, surprisingly not. Okay. Anyway, so yeah. So that's that. That's what I don't know what to talk about like always. That guy for the 3D printer never contacted me back, so I don't know if I'm ever going to get a 3D printer for my birthday. I'd like one. My brother will want one too because he says, like, he's used his friend's resin 3D printer, and I mean, for what it is, it's decent, I guess. I don't know. He likes it because it's very detailed, but people have told me, don't buy a resin 3D printer if you don't have to. Just don't. I'm like, why not? He's like, it's a lot of work, and you don't have to deal with it. It's one of those things where, if you don't have to deal with it, don't deal with it. Don't use it. Don't worry about it, because, God, it's bad. But anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, so, I mean, I like 3D printers. I've never used one, but I've seen one, and I have ideas. I have a few ideas on what I could make with them. So to me, I would like love to have one. Sell things on Etsy with them. Yeah. So last night, right, for dinner, we were talking about like board games, right? And I'm not a huge board game guy, but I had a few board games that nobody ever wanted to play with me. I wanted Life for the longest time. I finally got Life. The game of Life Twists and Turns, or the game of Life like Electronic or something, where you would like you had like a credit card and a bank thing. I don't remember how it worked. It was kind of bizarre, to be honest with you, now that I think about it. But I played it with my best friend, who was a girl who was my brother's, who was a male, best friend's sister. So for 5 years, I wanted to say 2, but maybe even 3 best friends were females. From the age of 5 to about the age of 8, about 10. 5 to about 10, right? My friends were all girls. I had 3 friends who were girls. And everybody is always like baffled. It's like, your best friend was a girl? Did you guys like ever hook up? I was like, no, because we did that stupid thing where my best friend was like, I just like you as a friend. And I did that whole shoot me. Just shoot me. Because at 10 years old, I was ready for like, although I was 10 years old between the ages of 5 and 10, so what did I know? But I'm going to tell you something right now. Horniest child ever. I like legitimately like any female that existed. Like it was weird. I'm going to tell you that much. But I'm going to end it there because that's beside the point. I digress. So we're going to get back to the point. But anyway, so yeah. So they had like a game of Life with a electronic something or other, and I was like, cool, I guess. Not really. I mean, it was interesting, to say the least. But was it great? No, of course not. But was it good? Oh yes. Oh yes, it was good. But was it great? No, I mean it was what it was. I mean, it was board games, I guess. I don't know how to explain it. It was decent. Was it great? No. Was it usable and playable and I like it? Yes, I loved it. Also, I just had a lot of things in life where if my friends had one, I just wanted one. I just instinctively wanted one. I want whatever you have. I didn't care what it was. It could be 20 years old, 50 years old, could be brand new, could be some stupid cockamamie thing. I thought it was cool in any way, shape, or form, and I wanted it. Like, they had a trampoline. I wanted one. They had a PS2. I wanted one. They had Star Wars Lego. I wanted them. They had Mommy Men. I wanted them. They had a little, small little, like, probably like 13-inch TV, like analog, or a CRT TV. I wanted one. Like, a lot of things I just wanted. And to me, I was like, I don't care what it is. He also rented Spider-Man from his local video store. Oh my, freaking video rent store. Oh my word, Spider-Man 2 on PS2 is one of the best games I've ever played, ever. It's so good. It's probably like up there in my top 10 games. I don't know if I put it at like 5, in the top 5, but it was like such a good game. It was like a masterpiece of a game. It was like, mwah. It was like, wow. It was so good. Although I never really played a lot of it at that time, the bit I did play was phenomenal, like how cool it was. Because it was open world and it was Spider-Man. I kind of like Spider-Man, right? And I thought, and the open world was just cool, just like flying around. I never actually beat the game. I should probably try and beat that game one day. I could emulate it now that my PS2 doesn't work. I have a PS3, but it doesn't play PS2 games, which is kind of sad. I paid $120 for mine. I shouldn't have paid $120 for mine, but my dad was like, yeah, you know what? My dad was also like, well, cause I don't know if I ever explained this. I explained this in a thread. Nope, a live stream once. I said, I won. So, back when something called Z Button, where Casey Neistat, nope, Casey Beckler and Ryan Chambers had a gaming channel called Z Button, and they played PlayStation All-Stars Battleground or Arena or something. Anyway, the Smash Bros. Ripoff for PS3. They said at the end of that video, I believe I said it before, but they said at the end of that video, they said, I think Casey did, I don't want this at all anymore. And then Ryan says, first person to put in the comments that they want it, I'll give it to you for free. I said it. They shipped it to me. They gave me, they said drop in your email. I put my email down. They gave me an email. Within a week, I got the game. I'm like, wow, that's pretty cool. The first thing I've ever won on the internet. It's cool. It's cool. Now, is it great? Not particularly, but it's cool. It's cool enough, I guess. I don't know. My opinion. I played it once I got a PS3 because my dad was like, so just get a PS3 now. You need to get a PS3, and I was like, yeah, where are you gonna get them cheap? So locally, there's a place that looks like a front for like a drug smuggling operation or like just drug dealers. But I don't think they are, but they've got the weirdest stuff there. Everything from video games to movies to like power tools to like industrial grade like lights and work stuff. And I'm like, they wanted $70, no test, not tested. Like they wouldn't guarantee anything. No, I think it came with everything, but they didn't test it. No warranties, no nothing. So I went to my my local video game, like a retro video game store, and the guy there who owns it, or he actually technically doesn't own it. His father owns it, but he wants to get it from his father. He's only the manager. It's like if you ever watch Pawn Stars, for the longest time, Rick, the son of the old man, never owned the store for the longest time. He only was a manager for the old man. He eventually got it before the old man died, I believe, or took the title. Anyway, got the store eventually. But anyway, he said, yeah, that seems a little sketchy. I wouldn't go there. I'm like, yeah, I know. I think it was one controller, all the plugins for $70, and it looked like a sketchy place. And he said, yeah, those kind of places do seem weird. They're not even like pawn shops. They're like weird, like interesting, bizarre, whatever. I don't know. Just weird, in my opinion. A place I wouldn't go. Sketchy place I would like. I don't know about that. I wouldn't go there. But anyway, not the point. I mean, I didn't buy one from there. I bought them from the actual video game store because I decided, I get a 30-day money-back guarantee. I can return it for anything. Oh, sorry, not money-back. I can return it for anything in the store. I can do a lot of things. I get a control. I get tested. I get a warranty. I am fine. I can do a lot. So I bought it there. But yeah. You know what's stupid? I looked it up once they got it, right? So what's it called came out, right? And they said that they weren't going to have everything on Disney Plus, right? I was like, okay, fine. Sure. So then I looked up what they had. So I was like, okay, Final Fantasy Free. I looked up Three Caballeros. I looked up I looked up Melody Time, Fantasia. I looked up, what's the other one? Saludos Amigos. So I looked up all the ones that I liked watching as a kid, right? And Melody Time was good. And then what's the other music one? Melody Time. Fantasia, I guess? Yeah. And then they go and have all the weird 70s and 80s and 90s like weird movies like Blank Check and Something the Duck, Howard the Duck, no, Daryl the Duck, Quirky Duck, anyway, and all those weird movies, right? And then they have cool documentaries like Frank and Ollie, the Pixar Story, all that kind of stuff, right? And then I'm looking in order, right? I'm like, Snow White, Pinocchio, Sleeping Beauty, Bambi, Dumbo, I'm like Fantasia, and I'm like Melody Time, Three Caballeros, Saludos Amigos. Wait a sec, where's Make Mine Music? Final Fantasy Free. Like, Make Mine Music. Where's Make Mine Music? And I'm looking. I eventually find a website that tells you how or what movies are on and what movies are not on Disney Plus. This is about a year later, so it's about 2020, maybe like May 2020, so maybe it wasn't exactly a year, it was like 6 or 7 months later. I found a website, and it's like, Make Mine Music isn't there. And I went, but why? So I'm not necessarily proud to say this, but I downloaded it off the Internet Archive. Which, how is that legal? But apparently they have they get like an exemption of legality of that. Anyway, I'm not going to go there, but again, I said this before. Piracy, I'm ethically and morally okay with piracy if they don't offer you an easy legal way to get it. A cheap, easy legal way to get it. I'm not paying $1,000. I'm not going, to the moon and back. I'm not going to pay an arm and a leg. I'm not going to the moon and back, and I'm not, And if it's not just physically available, like, unless you want, like, I've already said this, the only way to play Super Mario Sunshine for the longest time was to get a GameCube or Wii and to play on the Wii or on the GameCube, right? The physical disc, the physical game. But then if you want to play it ever again, they never re-released it or put it on any virtual consoles of any kind. Like, you suck. Nintendo, you suck. And so Disney never had a good way of getting Make Mine music. So I want to watch Make Mine music on my Discord, which is in the description of this video, I hope. I think it's the right one anyway. I believe so, yeah. I want to watch it because from what I've seen of the reviews of it, from people reviewing it, like Joe the Disney guy and Cinema Critic, nope, Nostalgia Critic. Apparently, it's a decent movie. I don't know. I just want to watch it just to say I've watched all the ones from my favorite era, which is the wartime era, which has the Bambi's, the Melody Time, the Fantasia, Fun and Fancy Free, Three Caballeros, Cerros Amigos. That's all. It has all the those kinds. So Bambi, Dumbo, yeah. And then right when they got out of the wartime, you get to the era of like sleeping. Cinderella. That's what I'm thinking of. Cinderella and stuff like that. So anyway, 5658 or something. So it's actually not that warm. Except that sun right now is very in my face. I wish it goes behind this. Ah! I looked straight at it. That was a dumb idea. But yeah. And their fragmentation of everything is stupid. There are like 7 different sections for everything, which wouldn't be so bad as long as everything was in the same section. Then you've got your sections within sections, right? These movies, or these movies, or these movies. And then they're not in the section you would think they're in a different section. It's dumb. And then, they even go and do one better. Your episodes of TV shows aren't in chronological order. Numerical chronological order. Like, Phineas and Ferb is not in chronological order, nor is Goof Troop, nor is any of those shows that, oh my god, it's so dumb. I was watching, and then they take those band episodes, I'm like, show me all the episodes I watched as a child, all of them, every one of them. Please, don't give me that garbage. But they won't. They suck. So, like, I don't even know if I watched two shows, full thing. Well, I watched Sweet Life on Deck before Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, but Sweet Life of Zack and Cody and Sweet Life on Deck. And I like Sweet Life on Deck better, because it like, fleshed out the characters, and it worked better. And then, I don't even know if I watched each of those shows in order. And I'm watching Phineas and Ferb right now, and I learned, because Dan Povenmire, the guy who played and he created Phineas and Ferb and played Dr. Doofenshmirtz, came out and said, these shows are not in English. The show Phineas and Ferb is not in chronological numerical order, and I'm like, you suck, Disney, you suck, you effing suck. Why? But you know, what are you gonna do? That's just dumb. It's just stupid. It's so stupid. But I don't really care because I don't watch as much Disney as I thought I would. I don't know. I thought I'd watch a lot of Disney, and then I realized I'm like, oh, I don't really care. I watch a lot of the weird stuff I watched as a child, or bizarre movies that I found, or just anything I watched as a child and I'm like, oh yes, this is good. Like, I think I watched I have the tape of it, but ooh, those are blue jays. Oh, or it's a woodpecker, because there's woodpeckers around here too. But anyway, lots of birds in my backyard. Anyway, I watched Princess Corpse. Nope. Or Corpse Bride. Not the Princess Bride, not the Corpse Bride. Nothing with corpse, nothing with princess. It was The Black Cauldron. I don't particularly think it's a terrible movie. Is it good? Hell no. Like, is it one of their best movies? No, of course not. Heck no, of course not. But it was not bad. I don't have a problem with it. I think, what's his name? Goofy? Dumpy? The little, like, dog-looking, animal-looking thing? What's it called? the little dog thing, whatever that thing's called, the little animal buddy guy that they get. He's supposed to be like a golem, but not really. He's more of a Jar Jar Binks. And how like people just don't like that guy at all. They're like, oh my god, this is so annoying. Which he is. He is a kind of annoying, but you know, he's kind of annoying. So you know, he's not the worst, but he's kind of annoying. So I don't particularly like him. I'm sorry. I'm trying to figure out this Zoom H1 ends like. It's gonna be halfway. Anyway, H1 ends like volume because I'm like doing it manually. So they probably do auto, but I just like doing it this way. Anyway, people said keep it between. Oh gosh, people said keep it between like minus, like the 48, minus 48 and minus 12. So, I mean, is it getting more sensitive or less sensitive? I'm just kind of confused. No, more less sensitive. So yeah, I'm not saying the movie's terrible. Gertie, I think. Gurgi? I think his name is Gurgi. Anyway, I think it's Gurgi or something to the effect. Anyway, yeah. So personally, I like that movie a lot. Is it one of Disney's best movies? No. Is it one of Disney's better movies? No. Is it even in the top 10? Heck, it's not even in the top 100 Disney movies. I'm sorry, I'm gonna say it right now. I don't think. Well, maybe it's in like the top 50. Look, I don't think it's that bad. Is it good though? Of course not. I don't think it's great at all. But it's so underrated. Like everybody thinks it's terrible. It's not terrible. It's not particularly good per se, but I don't think it's terrible. I might make this episode shorter. I'm not sure though. If I can't figure out what to talk about, I'll probably find something to talk about. But yeah, so the fragmentation's awful. I mean, I don't like Netflix per se because I don't care. And then I have like Amazon Prime or Amazon Prime Video, and then I have Tubi TV, which is free. And I like Tubi TV. It's actually decent. I mean, it's not great. I remember the reviews on the Play Store. I was like, they were reviewing it as if like it's a premium app that you pay lots of money for. Like, okay, they complained about the commercials, and I went, you're going to complain about something that's 100% free, right? That has commercials. Really? Now, that's justified on something like Amazon Prime Video, because Amazon Prime Video, you pay Prime prices for Prime Video, and you get the 7 or 8 minutes of commercials. Like, it's disgusting. The 3 sets of 3 minutes, 3, 6, 9. It's like 8 or 9 minutes of commercials. It's like, what are you, what? Excuse me? Kill me. What the heck? Anyway, but I digress. They you don't make money by giving away stuff for free. Also, that reminds me of like all these people who would say stuff like sell stuff on Amazon, drop ship on Amazon, do this, do that, or there's free this on Amazon, there's free that on Amazon, and then they're just like, then the comments are always like, Jeff Bezos did not become the richest man on Earth by giving stuff away for free. He's not the richest man on Earth anymore. That's Elon Musk. But still, like, you know. Or it goes back and forth. I think it's Elon Musk right now. And it's like, he didn't become the richest man on the planet by giving stuff away for free. Because they're like, oh, guru, do this free things, magical trick, and bam. So back to board games. I like board games a lot. I just never played a lot of board games as a child. I did a lot of puzzles, I know that. And I did a lot of puzzles, I played a lot of cars. Board games were not a huge thing for me. Because as a kid, I just didn't play a lot of it. Although, I did like board games, I just never played a lot of them. I don't think we ever owned super many, like, good board games. I had some, like, Arthur Goes to the Library or something, or school or something. Board game, which I kind of liked. I never played a lot of it. I had a version of Operation, an old version of Operation. I had a few board games, like, as a child. I had an Arthur puzzle where, like, you had a life-size Arthur. And I think SpongeBob or something, or, like, Shrek, maybe? Anyway, I should sit on it and see how tall I was. Like, lay my back. Anyway, there was that. I had a like mat that every kid had, where it had like all the like things for cars, places to go on the cars, like a play mat, like, you know, little like carpet basically. And then at my local actually it wasn't local, that's a lie, but my pool in had a bingo night, and I remember that being like the coolest thing. We won some pretty cool stuff there. I won some Pokemon cards, I think, or I won a Pokemon. Actually, I didn't. My brother won a Pokemon Pokédex. Like I think Generation 1, Gen 1 Pokédex, first Gen Pokédex, G1 Pokédex. Oh, me and my friends. I had two friends, and then their brother and my brother and his friends. This is what we do, okay? The beginning of the night would start. We do maybe like one or two, cards of bingo. We come back every so often to do another one, but we just hand it off to my mom and say, play my cards for me, and if I win, let me win, and let me go pick them up. And nobody cared, so we just did that anyway. We did that, so. There's some good stuff. We won free season at the free year at the pool, free summer at the pool. We won we did half a summer at the pool. I think it was full price summer at the pool. We won a like a floaty device. It was like a chair with these plastic like arms to them that you could float in it. You could only use that on Sunday. Was it? Yeah, it was Sunday afternoons, or was it Saturday afternoons? No, I think it was Sunday afternoons. And it was basically they called it rubber ducky, where you could put bring your toys to the pool. I remember I had this ball. It was a blue ball, and it was very nice, and like it had a nice foam, and it was like a stress ball. Oh my god, it was the best. It was just skimming against the water all the time, across the water. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, so, and then there was what other stuff did we win? Lots of like little things, packs of whatevers, or I know my friend once seen it, the TV show edition. I think it was a TV show edition of Seen It. It was like, whoa, that's a pretty good prize. Actually, my brother's best friend at the time. We won cool things like some people won trips to like was it Super Aqua Club, I think, and some people won trips to I think Great Wolf Lodge. I won a actually Build-A-Bear. Nope. A Beanie Baby. I won a few things here and there. I mean, it was awesome because we used to love it. There was that event that I used to love as a kid at the pool. There was the dang it, that's in my. There was the that. There was the pig roast, which is a full pig that they'd roast, and it was a corn, and you'd have corn and a pig, and it was a cop who got a full pig somehow. I mean, I guess it's not that hard to find a full pig. I could go to a butcher and ask for a full pig, I guess. But so it was that, and then there was the what's it called? Spaghetti bingo. That's what it was. Spaghetti bingo. That's what it was. And the spaghetti was good. Just good. Not okay. Not great. Not awful. Just good. Like it was good. It was fine. It was good. It was spaghetti. I mean, it was spaghetti with a guy's homemade spaghetti sauce. Like it wasn't amazing, like blow your mind kind of stuff, but it was good. It was good. What else were there? Events were there that I used to love. There were the meets that were fun. Swim meets were fun. I was part of the swim team. I liked it, I guess. See, like right now it's like got a wind and it's cold. I also have to just open and just clip it to something. I could have clipped it to like maybe the coat here somehow, but I didn't want to, so I opened it up. It's not here again. What was I saying? Yeah. So what else? Yeah. So there was the meets. They were fun. We had a rival, Briarwood. I think it was Briarwood anyway. Yeah, I think it was Briarwood. Because we were the Versailles Gators, and they were the Sharks, the Briarwood Sharks. Or I think it's Briarwood. I might be wrong about that. Look, I don't remember. It was like 12 years ago. I was like 10 or 9 or so. Think I remember any of this? Not at all. So. We had like a big thing about it. My brother's best friend lent it the head of the pool, like the what do you call it? The president of the pool? No, the like head lifeguards. His Darth Vader. Cause we used to call because our mascot was called Darth Gator because we were alligators. And we popped one of their because they had two. One of their mascot they had like a vinyl blow up like shark, and we popped one of them. And then the other one, we tried to pop all night long. We got it in the leader shed, but you never popped it. Anyway, like a photo. I don't remember what it was. Anyway, everybody always told us we're not allowed to be in the leader shed, leader shack, whatever it's called. And so every time I tried to get in there, somebody would scream at me, "Out now!" I'm like, "Why?" Like, "Andrew, out." I'm like, "Why?" XYZ, whoever's name it was. I'm not gonna dox people. Out now. I'm like, what the? No, I'm not saying they didn't have reason to. They never explained to me why. So every time I would be in there, I was in there like 3, maybe 5, maybe 10, maybe a dozen, maybe half a dozen or a dozen, to a dozen times. And I was just like, this is the best place ever. And then I moved to a different pool about 5, 6 years later. And then they just had like a, what do you call it, like a awning, you know, like one of those like wooden, I don't know what you call them, awnings, I guess, I don't know. And that was their leaders. That's where the leaders went, on one side. I'm like, great. And then it wasn't even exclusive to the leaders. It was just, oh, anybody can be there, but the leaders use it for whatever. Like, whatever. But anyway, that's not the point. Point was, those were fun. What else was there? Some interesting events, definitely. There was like a Nerf battle that each pool had against each other. And then when we moved to the second pool, they were more focused on their own, like, actual, like, winning meets. They didn't give a hoot. They were just like, oh, yeah, whatever. The other guys were like, they would come, try and sneak into pools and shoot people and, like, what was that guy's name? Adam, I think it was. I think the leader was Adam at the time. I think it was Adam. Oh, man, that guy was cool. Anyway. Yeah, so, that was great. And then, what else? I can picture his face right now. He well, maybe it wasn't Adam, actually. Maybe it was Adam. I feel like Adam was right. Now I'm picturing a different Adam that also ran a pool thing, ran a swimming company. Or he ran a swimming company, the other guy was just the head of a lifeguard. Anyway. I remember the other pool was one named Alex, the female. Anyway, I digress. Point is, that was fun. I remember watching that and them having the weirdest guns, because they, like, picked up the cheapest guns. I had a weird, like, what did I have? I had some bizarre gun with, like, a magazine that never came out, or a clip that never came out. So I remember, or maybe it did come out. And my brother had a Maverick? No, he had a Magnum? Mustang. It looked like Hellboy's gun. If you know Hellboy's gun, it looked like Hellboy's gun. Anyway, so that was fun. What else was there? There was, like, stupid things like the teddy bear dance, which I didn't do. I thought that was stupid. There was, Halloween in July. There was Christmas in July, which I didn't do. I remember I had a birthday there. No, I didn't. It's a lie. My brother had a birthday there. My brother's friend had a birthday there. It was weird. Oh, my summer pool was weird. Because there's a lot of locals mixed with a bunch of, like, non-locals, but not a lot of non-locals. And the area that we were in, which is called Ama Bay, which is literally the poorest part of Quebec, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. It was bad. Like, it was like, how are you even alive? It's that poor. It's like, how do you afford anything? It's that poor. Anyway, literally, they could make an entire, like, 20 to 30 to 40, just the kids, team of something. And because we used to play a game with, like, so flutterboards are basically something you hold on to and, like, you float on them. You know what a flutterboard is? We played a game called, like, I think it was, like, flutterboard. It was some kind of, like, handball, dodgeball, water polo, flutterboard game. And one guy, I think he also was Arab, he goes, Arabs versus everybody else. And it was like, wow, you can make your own team. Now, that might sound racist, but the guy was Arab, so I don't know if that's considered racist. Maybe? Look, I don't know. At the time, I never even thought about it. I was like, wow. Wow. Anyway, so we had fun days on Fridays. Friday Fun Day. Remember that? It was like the end of the week. We would just have a fun Friday. It was fun. It was good stuff. After a meet. Because meets were on Wednesdays, and they were fun enough. And, I mean, I wasn't too bad. I got a couple of, like, good for you awards. Like, oh, whoop-de-doo awards for, see, now the sun's hot, right? Oh, now there's a breeze. Cold. Now the sun's hot. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, so I got a few, like, I got most dedicated. Me and my brother got most dedicated, most improved, and then we got, I got, like, the best I ever did was 8th place in a relay race. But here's the thing. This was for like the big summer meet. No, actually, it was for the big meet, not the big summer meet. It was like the national meet or something. No, sorry, it's for the what do you call it? There's regionals. It's for the regional, and so regionals, and so they never told. The only thing is they never told us what place it was. It literally could have been 8 out of 8, but I would have still been like, I mean, the top 10 is great, or 8 out of 10 or something, right? I think it was 8 out of like 25 or 50 or something. But to me, I was like, great, I did amazing. But I think it was like 8 out of like, even if it was 8 out of 10, that was amazing. But we made 8 out of, I think, either 25 or 50, which that's pretty impressive, to be honest. Best I ever did in anything, ever. I knew my best friend's sister. I used to do a racing. Ooh, that fell over. I used to do a racing, like, I used to, like, run. I ran at, was it 2.5K? And I think she also ran a 2.5K, and she got second. That's pretty impressive. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. He got, like, something. I don't know what he got. Not even close to his sister. I got 60, I think it was 63rd and 62nd, or 64th and 63rd. All I remember is I beat my friend, and I beat the guy in front of me. The guy in front of me, I just passed him, and I remember being like, yes, this is great. Because I saw him, and I went, no. Because what happened the first time, I ran twice, or 3 times. I'm trying to remember now. Anyway, I did it, and I remember tripping, doing like this like somersault, running, getting up, passing the guy in front of me, going in and go BAM! You know what the funniest thing was? My friend, okay? He finishes the race, right? So you get a card that states your place, and then they like log it and say, congratulations, good for you, and if you got first, second, or third, you got a medal, right? So my friend finishes the race, right? Goes back to his dad, does whatever. And then I think his sister gets a race. I think his sister or his friend race or something. He's like, what place did you get? And he's like, wait, where's your card? And then he was just like, card? Who? What? Huh? What? What are you talking about? And he never got his card. So they had to declare him dead last. Dead last. His dad looked at him like, you bum. But he looked at him like, not surprised, because he did that kind of stuff a lot. He was just in the moon a lot. Or was dumb. Sorry, I'm going to say it right now. Give me the sun. Give me the sun. No wind. Just give me the sun. Lots of wind. Anyway. So, yeah. I don't know what I was saying. Yeah. He had to be declared dead last. Past the guy who got last. Crazy. Oh, yeah. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah. Ooh, wow. Anyway. Yeah, I did that. So that was what I best I ever got. 8th in a relay race. And I don't think I was last in the relay. No, because that's the thing. Because there are 4 in the relay race, right? At least these swimming ones. And I remember that if you were last, they put you last because they knew that you would like, you'd be the most important person. The first guy was important because he would get you where you were going, and the last guy was important because he either keep you or get you even better. The 2 guys in the middle didn't matter at all. I mean, they mattered obviously. If you did horribly, you would not get a good place, but it really didn't matter if you got slow, because the other guy would just boom boom. So, and I remember people. There was Tom and me, I think. There was, yeah, I think so. I think so. Yeah. I know Tyler had to come out. I just said his name. Anyway, I remember he had to come out. One of the guys had to come out because he just did not want to compete anymore. He never wanted to compete. He was never a competitive swimmer. He just liked to swim. Also, he was the tiniest dude I've ever met. He was like 7 or 8 or 9, and he was like 3 feet tall. I'm not even joking. He was like 3 or 4 feet tall. It was actually, that's crazy, but kind of scary. But I think he had an eating disorder or something, or he had some thing that stunted his growth, or I don't know. Anyway, it's not the point. The point was just, I remember he had to come out because he just didn't want to swim anymore. He never wanted to in the first place, but eventually he just gave up. No, I'm done. His cousin's brother was really good at swimming. He did a backstroke, and I was no way. I was breaststroke, and my brother was was butterfly. I remember my brother got something like top 10, somewhere in the top 10s, and he went, wow. Like, he just looked at it like, it's like, what'd you place? And we're like, I don't know. And what would happen was because this is for the summer swim meet, and your ranking, your placing would be printed out, and then it would be put up on like I think it was on a shack, like a shed in the back somewhere. Anyway, oh boy, he looks maybe about 5 minutes later, or I look for him, and he like, you got like 7 or something in the top 10, and he was just like, I got what now? Whoa, that's pretty cool. Although he didn't really care. He was like, because butterfly was his stroke. Everybody did front crawl. Everybody could do front crawl. That was their like default. And then you chose either backstroke, breaststroke, or butterfly. That like you specialize, right? Your specializing specialty was, I don't know why I did this. Your specialty was either butterfly, backstroke, or breaststroke. Everybody did front crawl because like they already gave it to them. Because they never really gave you like backstroke and breaststroke, or backstroke and butterfly and backstroke, or backstroke and breaststroke. Never really breaststroke and backstroke. Not really. I mean, sometimes it happens, but. And then every single awards night, I remember that it would always be this like. It would be so vague, right? They'd be like blah 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 blah, and then you'd see every kid's face go. That could be me. That could be me. I remember I was always like, that could be me. That could be me. That could be, and it's not me. And oh well, you know. Not that I cared, but like I was with my best friend at the time, or no, a few years later, where when I moved to his pool, after that pool just kind of fell apart and nobody cared about it anymore. I moved to that pool, and I remember the only awards night I ever went to, he was so freaking mad that he won basically nothing. Basically, what happened was he wanted to win something. Oh, that sun's so nice. Oh! Yikes, that sun is bright in my eyes. But it's nice and warm. Anyway, he wanted to win so badly, right? He was so peeved off. Because that was the year that he actually tried. He was never a great sports person. But he did try that year. And he was, like, determined to, like, win something. And he was seeing all these other people win. And, like, people he kind of thought were just kind of like, how did you win over me? Like, what? Anyway, so he's doing this whole thing. He's got this like thing going, and he's like, okay, whatever, blah blah blah, yada yada. Who really cares? You're seeing all the ones he knows he's never gonna win, and the ones he could have won, he didn't win. He didn't even win most dedicated, didn't win most improved, didn't win most likely to not drown, you know. Most likely to finish. Anyway, he didn't win anything, and so they made an award. Now, well, they didn't make one, but they gave his family an award for, like, most dedicated family or something. Right? And it's this big award. About, I don't know, maybe 3 feet tall. Actually, 3 or 4 feet tall. It was actually pretty big. It had their names on it, all people's names all around it. And then he grabs it and, like, yes, I did it! And he's like, and everyone's like, no, you didn't. You did not win. Your family won. He's like, I don't care. I got an award. Who gives a hoot? I'm like, well, okay, fine. Not that he's wrong, per se, but you didn't win, kid. But anyway, your family won. You know, it's like, oh, I carried my family all there every day. But no, you didn't. Far from it. There were days you never even showed. There were weeks you didn't show up, okay? There were whole entire weeks you didn't show up because you were doing other things with life. But anyway. Yeah, I think that'll be it for now, guys. Again, links in the description. If you want to send me an email, questions, comments, concerns, there's a, I should make a Instagram account. Maybe. Don't think so, but maybe. Probably not. I have a email, Tacoimposters@gmail.com. If you want to ask me questions, comments, concerns, anything you want, tell me something. There's the Discord, and there's the Patreon. If you want to see better content, Patreon. Support me on Patreon. Even $1 will help. 10 people at $1, it's $10. It's pretty nice. $10 free. It's pretty nice. Well, free, you know, I still have to do my work. Like, I have to do something. I have to produce a video. But still, that's like free money. It's pretty good. Anyway, yeah. Tell me what I should do with this 360 camera, because I don't know what to do. Honestly, I think I'll take pictures, more pictures with it. I said I was going to show the pictures from the Monet exhibition, but I didn't. I should. I might. I don't know. Maybe. Who knows? Who cares? That's in the past now. Maybe I will still do that. Anyway. So yeah, I think that's it. Yeah. Tell me what I should do. Tell me what I should do with the whole channel, because I don't know what to do. I should be playing The World's Not Enough, but I don't play The World's Not Enough, so. Anyway, so I think that'll be it for now, guys, though. So, adios, mi amigos.